There is a value in being exclusive. School first, fun immediately after. My rule is, if you surround yourself with messy people, you are going to be in mess. Some people, I understand why you don't like me. Like, what Jada way to say?
And the people who don't like me are people who I can't even relate to. You're a bum bitch. Like, we don't have nothing in common, so I understand why you don't like me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Denasia, but you can call me Nay, and that's no E. Make sure you subscribe down below because you're gonna love it here. All right, y'all, so with that being said, today's video is going to be a freshman advice video. I've made these videos before, but y'all can argue that this is the best one because this year your girl's gonna be a senior, big 24. Y'all already know what's going on. But yeah, and you know, like, this video is gonna be called freshman advice, but you can honestly take this advice for any grade level because it's really just high school advice. With that being said, I don't want to do too much talking. Let's get right into the video. So first off, I have made sections for this video so I can be organized, and I went through like all the topics I think go with each section. So the first section is academics. I'm going to start with that one first because I know that's not really the advice that you want to hear. Like, that's not what y'all clicked on the video to hear. The academics part is pretty much the most straightforward part of all high school advice. But I'm going to tell y'all my cute things that I think y'all need to know. The first thing, obviously, keep your GPA up. So previously in middle school, your grades, they don't really matter. I mean, as long as you pass, it don't have no implications. That GPA, what you do from freshman year all the way to your senior year is going to determine basically what college you can get into, how competitive you are for scholarships, because that's another big thing. And that is very important. So make sure y'all keep y'all's GPA up, because once you let it go down, it's gonna be really hard to get it back up. I know people that, you know, messed up their GPA their freshman year and have gotten all A's since then and still are not even like as high as you would expect them to be. So make sure y'all are keeping that GPA up. And this is probably the most important one. Find out what programs and resources your school offers and take advantage of them. What I mean by that is, everybody is going to be in high school for the same 4 years no matter what. So if you can do things to make sure that you're set up for life better once you get out of high school, why would you not? Most schools offer some type of trade or early college or something that you can use to get ahead. So for example, like my school, I'm gonna put on the screen a list of all the like programs that we have so that you can get certification, trades, or even like degrees while you're in high school and for free. For example, I am in the early college nursing program, which means that after 1 year after graduating high school, I'm gonna be a registered nurse with a bachelor's degree. Who you know? And for free. So make sure y'all are taking advantage of those opportunities because you're gonna be at school anyway. You might as well be there doing something. The next tip is to be respectful and build relationships with your teachers. So it's always going to be that one kid who thinks it's funny to be, you know, disrespectful to teachers, talk back, but really it doesn't help nobody. Like, it really doesn't. For one, you're making your teacher's life harder, but you're also going to make your life harder, because when you have a good relationship with your teachers, for one, if you ever get in trouble or you need, you know, you just need them for something, they're gonna be there. If that grade is lacking a little bit, they're gonna boost it. If they, you know, you need extra credit and they normally don't offer it, they'll probably give it to you to know that you're a respectful, good student. It doesn't take anything to just be respectful. I'm not saying you have to be a teacher's pet or kiss their butt, but you don't have to be a jerk either. And then also, this is like further down the line, but going into your senior year, you're gonna need those letters of recommendation. And if you've been disrespectful to all your teachers or just rude to all your teachers, you're not gonna have anybody to ask, because most colleges specify that they want at least one of your letters of recommendation to be from a teacher. So that's just my opinion. Next, this is my opinion on AP and dual credit classes. Ultimately, make the decision that's best for you, but this is my 2 cents. AP classes, if you don't know, is a advanced placement class, and that means that at the end of the course you take a AP exam. If you get a 3 or higher on the exam, for the most part, certain institutions it might be higher, but for the most part, if you get a 3 or higher, you can get college credit. I don't recommend taking AP classes. Like I told y'all, I'm in an early college nursing program, so I've taken mostly all dual credit courses. I have like 67 college credits because I take dual credit courses. When you take a dual credit course, that means you basically take a college course and you get high school and college credit for it automatically as long as you pass the class. With AP classes, you can bust your butt all year, but if you do not pass that test, which most people don't, it's not just no regular test, most people don't pass the test, you're not getting the college credit and you basically just wasted your time. So honestly, I personally don't recommend AP classes because AP classes are literally so hard for no reason. And 9 times out of 10, most people are not going to pass the test. So you really could have just took a dual credit class and it would have been easier and you definitely got your college credit. But that's just my opinion. And my last one, it's never too early to start looking for scholarships. So me, this is like the pot calling the kettle black, because me, I've been hearing this all these years. Like, start looking now, start looking now, start looking now. I'm going in my senior year. I'm just now starting to do scholarships. What's up with that? What's up with that? That is not what you want to do, because honestly, if I could have, I wish I would have done them way earlier, because they have them freshmen, sophomore, and juniors. That way, if I had enough scholarship money, I wouldn't have to be worrying about that on top of, you know, that on top of applying to colleges your senior year. You can, you know, relax and just take your time doing everything else that comes with being a senior. With that being said, I do have an organization called Black Students in Healthcare, and y'all can, I'm gonna put the TikTok right here. Next, what we all been waiting for, let's get into dating in high school. So I'm gonna say this one time, I'm not gonna elaborate on it too much because this is literally in everybody's video. Don't date the upperclassmen. Y'all, it's not too much to say about this, because literally, if an 18-year-old has to date a 14-year-old, that should tell you so much about them as a person. Like, honestly, when I was going into like high school, I didn't see it as that bad, honestly. Now that I'm about to be a senior, the thought of dating a freshman is literally gross. Y'all are predators. They're predators, and don't become the prey, okay? Move along. Next, I don't recommend dating anyone at your school. Honestly, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. I'm a strong believer and people are gonna do what they want to do regardless, but y'all can't say I didn't warn y'all. When you date somebody at your school, everyone is going to be in y'all's business. I'm talking about everyone's gonna be in y'all's business. Your relationship has just turned into our relationship. Y'all, they don't see y'all walking in the hallway together. Are y'all into it? What happened? Y'all break up? Oh, what happened? Not to mention, if y'all do break up, which y'all probably are, because most high school relationships, especially freshman year, don't last, y'all, it's not no block, delete, unfriend, I never have to see you again. No, you finna see Lil Daniel in 3rd period. Not to mention when he gets another girlfriend, yep, finna watch him walk down the hallway. Don't let y'all have a class with both of them. Finna see him booed up in class. Like, just save yourself the trouble. My boyfriend doesn't go to my school, and I love it because it gives us space and time to miss each other. Like, why would you not? Child, this dog is bad. Okay, next. Don't feel pressure to date in high school. Like, so a lot of times you get in high school, you're gonna see everybody start getting into relationships, and sometimes you may feel a pressure like, oh, why am I not in a relationship? Why is it not happening for me? Honestly, when it's your time, it's your time. You don't want to get in a relationship just to get in one. Like, of course, if you meet somebody you genuinely like them, okay, go for it. Next, and my last piece of the dating advice is, there is a value in being exclusive, and that's in everything. when you think about it, think about yourself as a Birkin bag, okay? The whole appeal of a Birkin bag, so they're not that cute. Hey, sue me. The whole appeal of a Birkin bag is that nobody can have it. That's why everybody wants it. Only the elite of the elite get to have this bag. That's the whole appeal of it. You want to look at yourself like a Birkin bag, okay? You don't want to be a $20 Forever 21 purse that everybody has. Or even worse, you could be a $1.99 sheet bag. You don't want to have that reputation of like, oh yeah, he done had her, he done had her, he done had her, he done had her. Like, you don't want that to be you. Because another thing, in high school, reputations stick. The reputation that you give yourself, or that you get for yourself your freshman year, is probably going to be the one that follows you all 4 years. So you don't want to be with everybody, you know, because you're going to have that reputation of like, oh, she passed around. You're going to have that reputation of like, oh, she's passed around. Oh, she's for everybody. And you don't want that. There is a value in staying exclusive and being, I don't want to say untouchable, but you know, like, that's my advice. Hey, I mean, of course, like I said earlier, people are going to do what they want to do regardless. But honestly, like, seeing how things have worked out for people all 4 years of high school, I strongly agree with that. Especially because in high school, there's this weird thing of like, you can't just date people, like go as dating isn't going on dates, so you can't just talk to people without your name being attached to them forever, as if y'all dated for 5 years. I don't know why high school is like that. It's weird. I don't support it, but it is that way, okay? Like, it's nothing you can do about it. So keep yourself exclusive. Next is social life and friends. A lot of people, when they go into high school, I know I was, especially because I was online my first year because of COVID. So my sophomore year was my first time going in person, and I was really nervous about making friends because the middle school I went to was a high school too. Like, it was middle school through high school. So almost everybody I knew from middle school went to high school. So I was literally like, went to the same, you know, school. So I was literally going into high school and not knowing anybody, and I was so nervous about that. Like, I thought I was gonna have a really hard time making friends. But honestly, what you have to remember is almost everybody is trying to make new friends. Like, almost everybody is looking to make friends. So as long as you are open to it and put yourself out there, you will make friends. Like, I literally made like a bunch of friends, and I'm honestly still friends with some of them, like, to this day. My very first period in school, like, that's how it was. And then another thing is like the icebreakers and like first day activities that the teachers make you do honestly help you make friends. That's how I met my best friend. Like, we were doing an icebreaker like first day activity in my first class, and he broke us into groups, and you know, we got to know each other. Let's see. The next piece of advice I have for friends is make friends outside of school also. Because one thing that I've learned is it's good to have friends for different things. Of course, you can still have a best friend that you hang out with a lot or that you can do multiple things with. But it's good to have friends for different things. Like, for example, I have friends that I go out with. I have friends that if I just want to grab a bite to eat, I just want to go to brunch, I'm going to go with them. I have friends that I'm just hanging out with at school. And that's fine. Like, you need to have friends for different things, because honestly, and not even just friends, associates. That's another thing about high school. A lot of people don't. If you go into high school trying to make everybody be your friend, it's not going to happen. If you go into high school looking for a lot of associates, you will probably get that. And I'm going to touch on that a little bit later. But let me move on to this next piece of advice first. How do you balance school and like having fun / social life? It's honestly very easy. It's very to the point. You balance it by having your priorities straight, okay? At the end of the day, you're in school to learn, to get your diploma, to graduate. That's always your first priority. The way you balance it, school first, fun immediately after, okay? All you have to do is make sure that you're getting your work done first, and then after that, do what you please. Have fun, enjoy your high school experience. I'm all for it, but make sure y'all are getting y'all's work done, okay? Because you don't want to be that person that you've been going out with your friends, y'all been having fun, y'all been having a time, okay? But it comes to the end of the semester, it comes to the end of the year, they all, you know, excited to move to the next grade. You're trying to scrape together them last couple of points to not fail. You don't want that to be you. Just make sure you get your work done first, and you'll be fine. Another thing I want to touch on that was not on my list, but I do see a lot of middle schools asking this: how hard is high school? It's the same way I feel about high school and college, okay? The work is not necessarily harder, okay? Except for like certain classes, like physics, hard. That's really the only one I can think of, to be honest. Other than that, I don't necessarily think that the work is harder. I think that you just have more freedom, so it's harder to make yourself do the work. That's how I would explain it. Like, and it maybe is a slightly bigger workload, but the work does not get harder to me. To me, it's just like you have more freedom. Like, for example, when you're in middle school, your parents, your teachers, and all that are going to be more on you to make sure that you're doing your work. When you go to high school, yes, teachers and your parents are still there, but at this point, you're turning into a young adult. They're going to expect for you to be able to, you know, be responsible and get your work done if you have work. So that's really what it is. I don't think the work necessarily gets harder. My next piece of advice about high school is that everyone is not going to be your friend, and that is okay, y'all. So if you're a people pleaser or a person that has an issue with people not liking you, you need to try to get out of that before you even step foot on campus. Because I'm telling you right now, there are going to be people that don't like you just for the sake of not liking you. And honestly, I've just come to realize that that is fine. Like, some people, I understand why you don't like me. Like, what Jada way to say?
And the people who don't like me are people who I can't even relate to. You a bum bitch. Like, we don't have nothing in common, so I understand why you don't like me.
Because you're a loser. Like, you're a loser. We don't have nothing in common. So I honestly understand. I understand. If I was you, I wouldn't like me either. But nah, I'm just like, y'all literally just have to get used to people not liking you. As long as they're not pushing it, if people don't like you, that is 100% fine. Next, do not tell your business to everyone. Like, y'all, honestly, friendships start and end every day in high school. Especially that first, like, semester or that first year. You don't want for you to stop being friends with this person and they know all of your business. Y'all don't want that, because that brings me to the next thing. Friendship breakups. Them friendship breakups can get nasty. I'm talking about grimy. Like, so grimy. Y'all, don't tell your business to everybody, because when y'all break up as friends, you don't want them going around telling all your business, telling your deepest, darkest secrets. Just keep it to yourself. If it's not something, my rule is, if it's not something that you'll be comfortable with the whole school knowing, don't tell nobody. I don't care if it's your best friend. Don't tell nobody. You would be embarrassed if this got posted on Instagram. Don't tell nobody. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I'm sorry. Next. This one is honestly, it depends on the situation, but don't pick your classes solely based off your friends, because you can stop being friends with these people any day, okay? Pick classes based off of what you want to do, what's best for you. If your friends happen to be in that class, okay, that's cool. You got a class with your friend. But don't pick them just because of your friends. Like, yeah, if y'all stop being friends, now you're in this class miserable that you don't even like. Next is drama. For drama, it's very simple. If you keep your mouth closed, you won't be in drama. But at the same time, my rule is, if you surround yourself with messy people, you are going to be in mess. Okay, I'm going back and I'm editing this video, and I'm seeing some stuff that I forgot to say. It's like people like to make this misconception that the messiest people are girls. No. Watch out for them boys too, because I'm telling you, the messiest people I know are boys, are men. Watch out for them too, okay? Don't think just because they shouldn't be sassy, they aren't, okay? Don't make that mistake. They're messy too. It's really that simple. If you surround yourself with messy people, you're going to be in mess. Another thing, don't talk about people, okay? I don't recommend you talk about anybody. Don't do it, especially if you can't fight. Don't talk about people. However, if you are going to talk about somebody, don't do it in a group chat. Don't do it in a group chat, y'all, because there's no denying that. I'll tell y'all a story about this friendship group at my school, okay? I was a sophomore, they were freshmen. They were like the four amigos, where you saw one of them, you saw all of them. At some point during the year, one girl is X'd out the friend group, okay? Now it's 3 of them left. They don't mess with her. They were taunting her on Instagram. Like, it was a mess. Well, I guess she said, we not friends no more. We all finna be miserable. Y'all, why did she post all of the screenshots from their group chat of them talking mess about people? I'm talking about going in, talking about this girl wig, talking about people boyfriends. I'm talking about just going in, y'all. Them girls was fighting into it for the rest of the year. They had to move schools. You don't want that to be you, okay? Don't talk about people, period. But at least if you said it in person, like, nobody can prove that. How you gonna tell me what I said? I know what I said. Like, what do I have to lie for? You know what I'm saying? Don't get in no group chat talking mess, because group chats get leaked every day, boo. Don't do it, okay? And last but not least, I want to talk about some of the misconceptions with high school, okay? On social media, there's this running joke about upperclassmen bullying freshmen, and I want to tell you, it's exactly what I just said, a joke, okay? So don't be scared about that. Of course, like, some upperclassmen might, you know, have a little kiki haha, but for the most part, upperclassmen, especially seniors, do not care about you. Girl, we're trying to get through our year and graduate, okay? Nobody's gonna be being especially mean to freshmen or like bullying them. Like, it's literally just a funny joke on social media. I promise you, we do not care. A lot of times, like, seniors be like friends, or like kind of have that, what's it, like big brother little brother relationship with freshmen. So it's definitely not like a hostile environment, at least not in my school. I be seeing that and I be like, what are y'all talking about? But it's literally just a joke, like, so don't be scared about that. The next thing, this is just something that I want to get out there, y'all. As far as virginity goes, it is not my place to tell you when you should lose your virginity, okay? That's between you, yourself, and God, okay? All I can say is don't lose it till you're ready. But if you are going to do that, make sure you are using protection, y'all, because you don't want to be 16 and pregnant, okay? You don't want to be itching and burning, okay? So just make sure y'all are using protection. I understand people are going to do it. It's a bunch of horny teenagers in a one confined space, okay? What can you expect? But make sure y'all are using protection. My next thing is, school's not the place, okay? Don't have some self-respect for yourself and also the rest of the people in the school. I can't tell you how disgusting it is to be that girl in the bathroom. Alright, y'all, so my camera went dead, but like I was saying, the video's almost done anyway. Yeah, don't be in the stairwell, don't be in the bathroom. It's ridiculous. It is. Next on the list of things to not do in high school, do not send nudes. Y'all, this is one thing I've never understood. There are so many girls who end up getting exposed by their boyfriends or people that does, oh, he would never do that, he would never do that. If you think he never do that, he would. Just don't send them. Like, why would you ever want to give somebody that much power over you? Any day, boom, you like want to Boosie lives. Like, you don't want that to happen. So just to avoid it all, don't send nudes. And then a lot of people feel like if the whole school didn't see it, then nobody saw it. But I'm telling y'all, a lot of the times, his homeboys, that group chat, that locker room, they all done seen your goodies. They all done seen your goodies because boys are just gross like that. So just to avoid that, don't give anybody that power over you. Just don't send them. Like, it's very simple. It's very in your face. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And follow my Instagram and TikTok at Mosley. And follow my business Instagram and TikTok at d.couture boutique. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions or anything, make sure you leave them in the description box down below. If you are an upperclassman like me, feel free to leave any advice that I left out in the description box down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.